Hello, hello, my name is Kate. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer, and today I'm gonna bring you behind the scenes of my boudoir marathon. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. We're gonna do photos everywhere in the house. We're gonna do some kitchen, some sofa, probably some floor, up on the bed. It's all about more than just sexiness, but empowerment and really like feeling the femininity. Is that even a word? I don't even know. But just feeling really in tune with your body and your mind and just genuinely feeling empowered. So there's something really amazing about the whole experience of like working up to it, building up to it, finding stuff that you feel amazing in, and then doing the photo shoot, feeling that the super nerves at the beginning and then getting a little bit more relaxed as you go through to getting the actual final images and really seeing the beauty that other people see that a lot of us will sometimes question about ourselves. Come with me, you're gonna see behind the scenes. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, kind of talk you through a little bit, and I will show you some of the after images too.
They are so incredible for multiple reasons, and the biggest thing for me is I don't make it sleazy, I don't make it slutty. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but you know, like it's not about the like raunchy for me, and I just love how you can bring the subtle sexy into a photo shoot and it can be so empowering, so powerful for the client to see how they are really seen. There's so many times that people will look at ourselves in the mirror and we critique things. It doesn't matter if it's dark circles under our eyes or is it on our face or we're not quite how in shape we really want to be, whatever it might be, is we see those flaws, but no one else sees them. So to be able to capture someone through my camera and capture the essence of their beauty, and not just like external, because we really work on bringing their like the inner vibration out, like their personality, the confidence that I know that they have. We just have to dig deep and we have to bring that out throughout our photos to be able to deliver a gallery. And 9 times out of 10, everyone will respond to me saying, wow, I can't believe that's me. And I'm like, we did this. It is just, yes, this is all about like, it doesn't matter if it's for your husband or your boyfriend or whatever it might be. Honestly, I think it's so important for you to do for yourself. So much power in feeling empowered. And that's what these boudoir sessions are all about for me. I offer them to my wedding clients because they already have a relationship with me. What better way to get comfortable than like stripping down and getting in front of my camera? The wedding day is gonna be a breeze after that. Just love doing these and being able to empower people and be creative with something entirely different than wedding and branding and portraits, which is my everyday. And knowing that someone's gonna feel incredible and so happy with themselves after these photos, it makes it all worth it. Today I'm going to take you behind the scenes with me on my latest boudoir session. The home wasn't, it was beautiful. It was an absolutely stunning home, but it was an overcast, rainy day. And because of that, we didn't get much natural light. And by natural light, I mean sun filtering through the windows to be able to create that extra mood that an image like this could create, because there's so much highlights and shadows and it creates mood even just all by itself. So we had to use our own artificial light, which is fine because I have some great light sources, and while they're flawless and I love everything we can create with them, it wasn't really what I had in mind for boudoir, because I think that there's just so much emotion that can be captured with it that I think in this space, it kind of fell flat a little bit. Someone lives in this home, someone has children in this home, so it's very much a family home. But because of that, there were things on the wall that makes it personal to them. So I had to really be creative with the angles that we captured my model at, so that it was very impersonal to somebody else, but personal to her. We highlighted her, we accented everything about her, opposed to seeing their shells on the back wall. So we focused on the windows and we created the mood. We really just isolated her and got rid of any kind of background. So we were quite limited because we couldn't shoot in certain directions. We tried photographing in the kitchen, but I felt like she should have been cooking at the same time in the kitchen. It was not really the mood that I was going for, that I thought maybe we could capture. It didn't really jive with what we were going for. You know, like this photograph is so beautiful, but you know, your eye's attracted to her booty. However, there's an open cabinet behind because the doors were broken. So it just like draws your eye here and then your eye goes to something that you really don't want it to draw to. We weren't really capturing what we wanted to. We went over to the sofa and that was okay. But then the eye got drawn to a TV, and that's it just kills the shot. It just, bleh. I don't normally like doing my boudoir sessions in a bedroom. To me, it's cliche. It's been done 1,000 times. Not my thing. We didn't have the light to create a lot of mood just with having the highlights and the lowlights, but we ventured up to the bedroom because there's too much background noise in the home. So it worked for the branding sessions that we did a little bit later in the day, but we ventured up to the bedroom and it was so much better. We could focus on my model, on different areas of her without it being slutty. And we were really able to embrace the vibe and the empowerment comes with every photo that we were taking, and allows her to just kind of get lost in her own space a little bit without, oh, you know what, this just isn't working. Let's try somewhere else. Oh, no, this isn't working. Let's try somewhere else. It completely changes the mindset and just interrupts that flow of getting lost. I mean, if you've ever posed in your panties, it's not comfortable. Fortunately, this was my associate shooter that was posing for me today, and we've worked together for years, so we have a comfortable relationship. We went back and forth trading today, which is, well, I'm not really wearing a lot necessarily, but it was every time we would change that lighting, we were switching. So she was shooting me, I was shooting her. It was a bit of a different day, but it was good. It was empowering. The last thing I wanted to do was get in front of the camera. I just spent a week at an all-inclusive in Mexico. So I had been eating and drinking for a week on the beach, doing absolutely nothing. And this was not what I wanted to do, but I am glad that I did it, because I say to all of my clients, you don't have to work out for 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is, to be able to get your body to look the way that you feel that it needs to be empowered, to be sexy in front of the camera and feel good for yourself. I was feeling bloated. I was feeling, but I got in front of the camera. I culled through very carefully because there was a lot that I just wasn't feeling it in. But the boudoir is all about empowerment and like feeling good with who you are today, not who you could be in 2 months. So I think there's so much value in getting in front of a camera, even if you don't feel comfortable, because you work with your clients, you work with them, you create a music playlist that will allow them to kind of get in that headspace, and you guide them, you prompt them, and we just kind of roll through it, and it's worth it. It truly is worth every second, and every level of bravery that you have within you is just do it. My biggest focus with boudoir photography is focusing on should I say the inner sexy? Because if someone's not comfortable, they're not bringing out their personality. They're not getting a little bit more relaxed in front of the camera. They're not like feeling the jive and getting in their head and feeling that sauciness. Like it's all about like this saucy and quiet sexiness. That's what I like capturing. It's not about raunchy, sleazy. If someone likes doing that, that's all for them. But this is more about the inner beauty and someone's empowerment for me. I want to make sure that in all these photographs, we bring that out. By working with everyone's comfort level, I always offer a clause in my contract, and they have about 5 different options for their model release as to their comfort level. If they want to keep them 100% private, they will be the only people that ever see those photographs, all the way through to different options to full public release. And that allows me to use their photos, their video, in any which way I possibly want. I'm always going to be true to my client. I'm not going to use their images inappropriately. That's not me. But by doing that, I can only actually show so many of my people because 90% of the time people want to keep them private. And I completely respect that, because it takes a lot to put those images out there. And a lot of the time people are online these days, not only for personal use, but also for business. So keeping those private I understand that entirely. And to be able to share this girl's photos and video is so amazing, because I can hopefully kind of show you a little bit more about the power of boudoir for your inner self, for your own emotionals, that kind of thing. So I hope you took this video for what it is just talking about boudoir and how amazing it can be for your client, for yourself, for your own creative ability. While the house was not the house was beautiful, the lighting was not our best situation, so I'm going to do another one in a few months at a different home that I know has insane natural light, and there's going to be so much mood, and I can't wait for that. So I will see if I can take you behind the scenes on that one. It all depends on my model and if they're comfortable with it. If that's something you'd be interested in, throw a comment below for me so I know to put that on my to-do list. As always, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to share my love for photography and the changes, the evolution, and how my business has grown, and how I can help you evolve your business to be where you want it to be, and how to help you improve your own photography so that you can start shooting exactly what you want.